Why are production jobs so good for your career? If you're on the film set and you're working with working actors, first of all, if you're there working in production, you're already at a level that most actors are going to be like, oh my God, that's so great that you're already doing this. You're doing something that they haven't done. Therefore, they're going to share a lot with you. You've got a lot of credibility there. I actually am constantly looking for what other people aren't doing, and I'm doing that. I've done this my whole life. When I got into real estate business, everybody was looking at foreclosures and buying stuff at trustee sales, stuff like that, right? The stuff that they teach in the classes. I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to do something that I want to learn something and do it different than other people. So then I have different results and I have different knowledge. And that's what I did. And that's when I found these partners and we made millions of dollars together. And I'm always looking to grow my skills so that I have more to talk about, I've got more that I can do, and it just gives me such an edge. You know what I mean? The other thing is that these actors, they can hook you up with their connections. When you get in a conversation with them, all the great conversations happen on set. Nothing happens in a coffee shop. Nothing happens in a workshop. Nothing happens at like a SAG meeting. You know? Like even though it's industry people, even at a film festival, the good conversations don't happen that actually get you work. Not really. It happens on the film set because you get so much credibility because you're already there and you're hired by other people and you're good. It's proof you're there. That's how you're good. And people are just in a really great state on the film set. So they'll want to help you, and they do, and they want to share with you, and they will. So working actors can refer you to their agent, and this happens a lot. This has happened to a lot of friends and film people. And they can also refer you to an acting coach. And some of these acting coaches, you can only get in through a referral, like Judy Kerr, right? Judy Kerr. Does anybody know Acting is Everything, Judy Kerr? She wrote that book. She lives like a half an hour from me. She's my friend. You study with Judy Kerr, and you get her connections for the last 40 years. She knows all the casting directors, she knows all the agents, she knows all the producers and the directors. See, this is what you may not realize. Now I'm talking about actors, but this is the same kind of thing with writers and cinematographers and filmmakers. When you get a connection with somebody, like just a friendship, or you actually even hire them to work with you and teach you one-to-one, which you can hire Judy Kerr, or an acting coach like that that's connected in the film industry to work with you one-to-one. When they do that, then you get to know them very well, they get to know you very well, and they can refer you to their connections for the last 30 years. That is so smart. That is so inside. Does that make sense? And yes, it's more expensive to train with an acting coach like that one-to-one, but it's a whole lot less expensive than taking acting school and getting in these massive loans with a bunch of people that are going to come out and become restaurant managers. They're not in the film industry. Go straight into the film industry. Do what other people won't do, and you can do what you want for the rest of your life. Have you ever heard that? I am telling you what has allowed me to be one of the top people in Los Angeles. To get that kind of work where other people that started at the same time as me are making like a third or like a quarter of what I make. Still doing the same kind of work that when I started, I could have stayed in that, but I went to the top stuff. So to go to the top stuff, you've got to develop yourself into being somebody that kind of thinks like that, so that these people recognize that in you. It's not that hard, you guys. It's not like, oh my God, I've got to become this most amazing person. No, all you need to do is have that growth. So when you have conversations with people on set, they can be a certain quality, and these people are going to go, oh, I like that person. You're going to be really surprised, because when you're not in it, you're kind of scared of everybody. But once you get in it, you're like, oh my God, these people are just so dang nice, You'll especially start to see this if you end up doing the A-list program and you go in the Yammer group and you start seeing posts of people that have been in this program now a couple of months. And they're going to say, oh, I can't believe it. This guy, I just had a conversation with him. He hooked me up to the agent in this role in this big feature film. I can't even believe he's so nice. And, they'll start sharing pictures of themselves with celebrities. Even these actors that you will recognize their names, they're going to be so nice, and they will talk to you And you're going to be surprised. And you're going to say, wow, they're not much different than me. You know, they've been working on their craft longer, and they were lucky that they got some opportunities that got them their name out there more. So this is what you're building too, you guys. This is exactly what you're building, is an incredible life. And you're going to have to be in charge of taking all of these film set opportunities and directing it towards where you want to go, which could be like the feature films or a certain kind of music videos, or maybe combining music with feature films, scripted stuff, and doing stuff for the web for certain kinds of people like Nike, or you're going to be creative. You're going to be creating stuff. And don't worry about it right now if you're like, I don't have any ideas, or I got some ideas. Actually, most of you guys have lots of ideas, and that's great. You're really going to make these ideas blossom when you're actually on these sets, because it's just going to be like, oh my God, this is the way the industry is. This is what's happening. These are the actual people that are putting the money behind this stuff. And when you see where the money is coming from, remember, this is a whole business. This is not an art. When you see that, now you're like, oh, I get it now. Now I can start to actually operate in the film industry as a business and make money myself and do something for real and get my stuff out there.